that's the kind of stuff they'll be trying to avoid, forcing it there.
Eamon McGrath almost getting himself into difficulty, and they could be in difficulty yet, and Brosnan can walk it in. Stop by the goalkeeper initially, but it is finally buried. Fed back inside here towards Tierney. Matthew Tierney kicked in by Dylan Casey. Goalkeeper drops it, and David Clifford is in at the end of it all. Players in support. Olai going there. Confronting him is Jason Foley. Taking it back. They could do with a goal here, Galway. And they've got one as well. And this is Shane McGrath. Maher is really bursting a gut there on his left-hand side to try and get it. He's got it. He's going in. He's kicked the goal. John Maher on his return to the National League side.
Dolphin Keane Yellow son, Cosint on the Vahagish can take on Dahave. Desi Ward initiative fe, Las Mudden Stua, William Council Gama. It was all clear, reached Feinach. Shaw O'Callaghan, Lena Chitog, while Shane no thought Agus Shahuniad, Agus Dower, Achan Shelev, Ahru Shelev, a re-Shelev and son, Agus all clear nish. Will Shadavulta on Twinchach and Clesa, a whole score, O'Galt, Bugler, Garrus, Gidalor, Hospos and so got clear, Counts on Agus Rasper the Vorde, Fachta and son.
Dúna gála teach spás na park hosa Cork Padre Morgan agus Derry round dul nasty Oshin Gallen for sé Couno kicks there Couno Nimmert scoring tastal godóite OVO sa séú no Madiag le Corna Guiha Rhino Donoghue and Counson ag tastal na Moir ag Clark Céile Tashid sásta ráfointe sé Colleen Fós idir na fórnantá I Barky Gonland Faris Barkin is bhíána go mrisha Sloan had treed on son agus Padre Morgan ag bugach an tosig. Reach passing a Gardistig up Peter Guldesh saw on Cooley na Hogan well done Cooley and Negadera. Ah Sark shot Conor O'Donnell Negadera.
So Roscommon looking menacing here, and they're in a lovely move, nice interplay, and they've got the ball to Dermot Murta. Murta takes the shot, and it's gone into the back of the net. Owen Blaine Hughes has made a mistake at kick-out time, and Enda Smith, wonderful pick-up of the ball. And he's buried it into the back of the net. Oisin O'Neill for 2 points. Now that has a chance. It looks good. It looks very good. It's Ben Creeley of Armagh in front of him. Dara Craig is there too. And Duggan's got in around the back. That's brilliant. Gets away from Ben Creeley. Duggan, they're going for goal, and they've got a goal. Paul Kerry, the Roscommon substitute.
Sam Mulroy and Brian Menton traded scores to keep Meath 3 points in front. The referee allowed advantage as the ball was worked out to Paul Matthews, and right-footed, his two-pointer cut the gap to 1 with 23 minutes played. Rory Kinsella put 2 between the sides a minute later before the game saw its first goal. Kinsella's low shot beating Tiernan Markey in the Louth goal. Louth then took the lead for the very first time as Craig Lennon put over 2 points, the second one on the run, and the Reds led by a point. Meath were not to be undone. With the hooter imminent, they scored the winner with this beautiful 2-point attempt by Jack Flynn, finding its target, and the 1-point deficit now a 1-point lead. Meath snatching the win by a point. The first goal of the evening, Shane McGuigan, who had scored a 2-pointer, struck the net. Ian McLaughlin free just before the break completely deceived Shay McGuckin in the Derry goal. Swung on 2 quick goals from the visitors. Minutes after the restart, the first of those, a fine cracking effort by Paul Cassidy into the back of the Kildare net. It was followed by a close-range goal by Lachlan Murray as half-time substitute Matthew Downey teed up Murray close in to put the Oakleaf County back in front again. Derry 3-15, Kildare 1-18. Points from Chris O'Jones and Dara Sheedy were added to by this Colm O'Callaghan goal in the 9th minute. It put Cork 4 points up. Cork tightened their grip on the game further as just before half-time O'Callaghan and the Rebels got their second goal of the opening period. Cork were joint top of the division after opening wins over Cavan and Louth, and they further cemented the gap between the teams as Mark Cronin got their third goal in the 39th minute.
The kick-out has gone wrong for Tyrone here, and Cavan might be in for a goal. Big chance here. Panned home by Tiernan Madden. Kieran Daly racing away for Tyrone. They trail by 3 points, but they're in behind here. Shawnee O'Donnell right down the middle. Dishes off the hand pass. And that's given the Tyrone supporters something to shout about. Can they turn this into a score? There's runners arriving here. Kennedy's through the middle. There might be another goal on. That's brilliant.
For the break, Donal Scullion delivered a pass into Pierce McPollan, who spotted centre-back Ryan McGill, who had surged forward in support, and he batted the ball into the net. It capped a Dublin spell and sent down in 8 points to the good at the interval. With the pressure on Westmeath, more trouble followed. Pat Haveron's effort dropped short of the target, but John McGill reacted in a flash to have the ball in the net. Senan Baker and Robbie Ford kept the scoreboard ticking before Matthew Whittaker delivered a delightful ball inside for Brian Cooney to have it in the net. It finished down 2-15, Westmeath 1-15. Tip edged ahead thanks to freesome Stephen O'Brien and Keane Smith, and the lead didn't last long, as eventually Ross Dumpy found some space inside and had the ball in the back of the net, raising a green flag to instantly bring his side back level. The sides exchanged scores, and with 26 minutes on the clock, a lovely ball in from Paddy Feehan, who found Stephen O'Brien. After an excellent catch, he found some space and blasted past the keeper. It was now 1-8 to 1-3 to Tip. The visitors were on a roll. Crowley added again to the charge, and with this well-taken 2-pointer from Chris Blake, they edged back in front. It finished Tipperary 1-14, Carlow 1-17.